Okay, let's do this. Y'all know. Okay, something's going on. We're having trouble streaming too. I'm trying to stream to Instagram at the same time, but y'all know I'm technologically challenged, so I'm not going to be able to do that today. So let me start over from the beginning. Hello, my name is Sandra, and welcome to my channel, From Lack to Legacy. On this channel, we're all things money, investing, and mindset. In particular, how to go from a scarcity mindset to a mindset of abundance. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, please stay. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. You all know what to do. If this is your first time, please hit the like button. That's first. It's free, totally free, cost you nothing. If you aren't a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe now too. That helps the channel grow. It helps me reach more people with this wonderful information on how to help our sisters get free, get your money straight, and all the rest of it. How to achieve ease and wealth. Who don't want more ease and want more wealth? So if this is your first time, subscribe and then share the channel. So like, subscribe, share. And you know what I always forget to say? Set your notifications because I don't always remember to send out a reminder email. I'm trying to get better with sending out a reminder email, but set your notifications too. So go ahead, do those things right now. Hey, Des, let me go ahead and greet all of my wonderful family and friends because everybody knows over here we don't have subscribers. I promise you, almost everybody in this chat I know, I've met, I've encountered along my journey. And so for us in the chat, when it's going down, we're talking to family and friends. So, hello, Greta. Hello, I'm getting into freedom. MSB, I don't know if I've seen that. MSB aromatherapy. That's not that's not my girlfriend, natural ally. I don't know, but she's into aromatherapy too. Excuse me, you guys. Mm. Hey, Marilyn. Marilyn is our moderator extraordinaire. Y'all show Marilyn some love today because Marilyn's birthday is coming up. I want to say tomorrow. And today is Dee's birthday from H&D Abroad. So y'all say hello to Dee and happy birthday to Dee. Hey, T's Treasures. Hey, Brenda and Des. Hey, Yvette, my dear sister. Hey, Nicole and Janice. Hey, everybody. I'm so glad you all are here. If you've been here before, you know the drill. We say hello in the chat. It's going down in the chat. If you've got a question, put 3 Q's in front of it because I really do want this live to be about you guys. Y'all already know I'm in Thailand. I'm loving Thailand. Thailand has some challenges, and I think I've been very forthcoming with what those challenges are for me. But just because it's a challenge for me doesn't mean it's a challenge for you. My biggest challenge with Thailand is that it is a half day ahead of the Western world. And for somebody like me who does business, particularly trading, it's difficult for me to be my best trading self when I'm sleepy. So if you don't have those kind of concerns, this isn't a concern for you. So let's get right into it. I have learned that I can have notes. Y'all don't know. I have come such a long way, Jesus. In this whole YouTube world, I have come such a long way. That's a story for another day, but I do have my notes here. And so since I want to talk about who I think Thailand is good for. So let's just kind of recap and bring this thing home. Tonight's live is Black Queens Over 30. Unlock your soft life in Thailand. There's some new visa updates. Thailand is making it easier for us to get here and stay here longer. And so that's what I want to share. Hey, Elle. Let's talk about it with Mara. Hey. So you all know my whole goal in life is to make it easier for somebody who's coming behind me. I want to say, I'm pretty sure Sandra means helper of man. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. And so true to my name, my mama named me aptly. I want to help you do the same thing. If you're interested in moving abroad, if you are interested in learning to be a better money manager, I want to help you, because what I understand is when the village is strong, baby, we are all strong. We get stronger together. Somebody helped me, and so I want to help you. So I'm here to give you all this information as freely as I can. So if you have a question, put it in the chat, because it does no good for me to just come on here and tell you what I think you want to know. If you have a question, ask it in the chat. I'll do my best to address your questions. So let's just jump right into it. I want you, if you are thinking about moving abroad, doing a bop around, you know what a bop around is. You want to explore Southeast Asia, and you want to do it slowly, and you want to visit multiple countries. That's a bop around. If you're thinking about taking a sabbatical, if you're thinking about retiring, I want you to put Thailand on your list. We all know about Mexico, and I love Mexico, y'all. I spent a year and a half in Mexico, had a grand old time. I had a good time. I partied in Mexico. Not only that, I met some of the nicest people in the whole wide world. Some of my favorite people are in Mexico today. But Mexico wasn't my forever place at the time. And so Stephanie just did a video about why she's not moving to Mexico. Mexico is a great alternative for many people, but it's not our only choice. We know Portugal is hot. It's right up there. It's very popular with Black women who are looking to, do any of those things: slow travel, bop around, do a sabbatical, retire, whatever it is, go be a digital nomad. We know the top places, but I want you all to consider Thailand. And I'm going to roll through who I think Thailand would be good for. Thailand just came out with a new digital nomad visa. It's called DTV, Destination Thailand Visa. Game changer, y'all. Game changer. We'll get into it. But I think Thailand would be great for digital nomads. And I'm gonna go even broader. To be perfectly honest with you, if you are a young person, and by young, because I think young is anything under 50 to me is young. Anything under 40 is definitely young. If you're in your 20s, if you're in your 30s, you should be definitely looking at Thailand. Thailand is youthful. I'm here, and there are women, of a particular age. We out here in the streets. We're doing what we do. But if you are a young person, if my children were young and unencumbered, I would be buying them a ticket to Thailand. Number one, it's so economical. There's a certain energy here. There's an ease here. If you're trying to start a business, particularly an online business, the overhead is so low. You wouldn't be stressed like my business has to make $100,000 this year. It doesn't, because you could live on so little in Thailand that if you're a digital nomad and you're trying to start a business, Nicole said, I'm 55 and I'm young. I know that's right. Me too. But particularly if you're young and you're just starting out and cash or money might be a concern for you, maybe you're not making six figures, it's all good. You can find a beautiful place in Thailand. Relax, catch your breath, and start your business, especially an online business. I think women who are seeking personal growth and development. So, you've been on the treadmill like me, and it's time to get off, because either you're burned out or you're stressed out, or you look up like me and you got PTSD. It's like, how did that happen? If that's you, and you're at a position where you can get off the treadmill, Thailand is a place for you to consider. Their wholeness, wellness, health, and healing community ain't no joke. If you've never had a Thai massage, bless your soul, because it is more than a massage. It is a whole stretch. It's like Pilates, stretching, massage. It's self-care for real, and very reasonably priced. Not only that, there are places where you can focus and meditate. You can take Thai, I want to say it's Muay Thai. It's a boxing kind of martial arts, but anything that is centered around health, wholeness, and healing, you can find it here in Thailand, and it's so reasonably priced. I'm going to keep coming back to that. If you're looking to take a sabbatical, please consider Thailand. Please, please, please. because I think Thailand makes the perfect sabbatical, especially if you're a traveler and explorer like me, because Thailand is centrally located. It has multiple international airports. I'm in Chiang Mai, there's an international airport, of course. Bangkok has an international airport. I want to say either Pattaya or Phuket may have an international airport as well. Why is that important? Because there are so many beautiful countries that surround Thailand. If you're on a sabbatical or if you're doing a bop around or slow travel, you could get yourself a home base here in Thailand and travel to Vietnam, Cambodia. Where else did I go? Malaysia, Singapore, easy to get to. Laos, Burma, I could go on and on and on. There are at least 8 countries that you could get to. And most of those, you all, when I did that, I traveled for definitely under $200. Definitely. Some of those flights I got really lucky and I got for as little as $59. And accommodations, the region is just reasonably priced, except for Singapore. Singapore is just overpriced for no reason at all. But they got a little utopia rolling around up in Singapore. So, you get what you pay for. If you are an early retiree, like me, I retired at 55. I wasn't gonna do it not one day longer than I had to. Well, if I had stayed to 70 or whatever ungodly age it was they were trying to get me to stay, I would have maxed out and gotten my full pension. I didn't give two hoots, baby. Once I did the math and I was able to see that, oh, heck, this is more than enough money for me to live on, I was like, peace, deuces, I'm out. So I took early retirement, but I didn't max out my pension. So if you are in a position where you're considering taking early retirement, but you know you're not going to get the maximum amount, maybe your budget is a concern. I am telling you, I am living a wonderful life in Thailand for under $1,000, and I don't care how I slice it. I'll go through the budget with you all again, but I've gone through it 1,000 times. I am living here comfortably. I went to the grocery store yesterday, you all. I spent $60. I needed help getting those bags out of the car. That's how much food I was able to buy. And I'm at the grocery store, not even, all the things that we know to do to cut your expenses, like shopping with locals at the fruit market and going where I'm not even doing that. Y'all, I'm going to the regular grocery store, and $80 is, you are balling out at the grocery store. So if you are an early retiree and maybe you want to maximize your retirement dollars, Thailand is an excellent choice. And I touched on this one before. Entrepreneurs and small business owners, no joke. If you can run your business remotely, if you are starting a business, which is what I did, who knew? I started a business online 6 months ago in January. That wasn't even in my sphere of consciousness, to be perfectly honest with you. But I have been able to take this little fledgling idea, turn it into a business, and I'm not stressed. My business doesn't have to make $5,000 a month. I mean, it'd be great if it did, but I'm not pinched for it because my overhead is so low. So this business can grow as quickly or as slowly or as organically as is necessary. And I'm not stressed about, I need money to pay for this or pay for that. So if you are a budding entrepreneur, this is the place. Now, I'm not so sure about on the ground businesses and how that works, but I do have friends here who have businesses. We're not going to discuss. So Black people, you can come to Thailand and start a business. I know several people who have. We talked about wellness lists. Oh Lord, here go the internet acting a fool. Oh Lord, how long is that gonna take? The internet is freezing up again. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to hurry up and get through this, y'all, because we don't need no trouble. I want to get this information out to you. So wellness enthusiasts, if you are into meditation, yoga, eating healthy whole foods, any of that kind of stuff, it's like Bali in a way, without all the monkeys. I'm just gonna leave that there. So if that's you, Bali, Thailand's a great place. Cultural and history buffs, that's me. I am that kind of traveler. I want to know all about, I like to see how the world fits together. Hey, global granny. If that's you, if you're a cultural traveler, a history buff, this is a place for you. Adventure seekers. Y'all know you can ride elephants, and I'm talking about not ride them. I don't know if you could ride them, but you can certainly visit them and bathe them. I don't think it's ethical to ride them, y'all. But if you're into that kind of thing, if you want to zip line, if you want to swim, if you want to go to the mountains, and you want to bike and trek and do all of those things, you can find it here in Thailand. And we started out, we're talking about Black women over the eight. I would say anybody, truthfully, if you can move around, you should get here. And if you're a creative, the arts that are going on here, you all, the music, the you know, I am telling you, there it's a creative place. There's a creative energy and a synergy here. I have friends who do hair and all kinds of things. And I'm just gonna toss this one out here. This is not even on my list. And please forgive me, but I'm here to give y'all information. I don't know if anybody in the crowd partakes, but did y'all know weed is legal in Thailand for all you young folks or old people? I no judgment here. Definitely no judgment on my part. Weed is absolutely legal here. And so whatever you're into, but these are some very respectful people now. This is a very respectful place and a very, I would say, conservative, very conservative place. It seems like such a juxtaposition that weed would be legal here, but it is. I don't make the laws. I'm just telling y'all what's available to you. So if you fall into any of those categories, I personally think after having been on the ground for a year in Southeast Asia, that Mara, I'm just saying, I think Thailand would fit the bill for a lot of people. So if that's the case, who do I think Thailand might not be perfect for? Here's who it might not be perfect for. Hey D, happy birthday. Thailand might not be perfect for somebody who keeps rigid US hours. Like if your remote job or remote business requires that you are up from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and alert to do your work on US time, this time schedule could prove difficult because it's a day ahead. So when it's like it's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock for you all, it's the morning for me the next day. So trading for me was difficult because I have to be up when the market opens, and the market opens at 9 o'clock at night. 9 o'clock at night, I'm not alert, child. 9 o'clock at night, I'm sorry. I'm a teacher. I'm a retired teacher. Teachers go to bed at 10. I've gone to bed at 10 for forever. Teachers take naps. I take naps. I take a nap every day. So this schedule is proving to be difficult to do those things. Now, if I wasn't trading, and if trading wasn't a big part of my life, this is perfect for me. The timing wouldn't matter one bit. It wouldn't matter one iota. But I'm not so sure I'm ready to give that up. So the time thing is something. The distance. The shortest I've been able to get from the US to Thailand is 24 hours. And I mean legit 24 hours. And you lose a day because you're coming a day, you're moving forward in time. So if you have some obligations that are tying you to the States, parents that you have to take care of, younger children that might be in college that still need your support, whatever it is, if you have to be able to get to the States quickly, Thailand could prove to be a challenge. And then I know I've gone over this one before. We talked about air quality. Now, the air quality isn't horrible. I've been here a whole year. I don't notice any difference, but there is a time of year that you would have to be mindful of in burn season to, you may want to move around. And that's when a lot of people go to Vietnam, they go to all the neighboring countries. So those are the three sets of people who this might prove challenging for. Okay. So let me roll through the chat because I see questions. I'm going to just roll back, make sure that I said hi to everybody too, because I know I said hi to Des. I know I said hi to Greta. Hey, Nichelle. I said hi to Mara. Let's see who else slipped in. Hey, Laura. I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, Laura, I'll go over the budget again. Global Granny, hey, Anita. I know I said hi. And I'm not sure who GMM is, but hello. Hello, and welcome to the stream. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share if this is your first time here. Don't forget, set your notifications. Hey, D, I know I wished you a happy birthday. Natural Ally D, hello, sister. Welcome to the stream. And Ty Libra, Is that my sister? Hey. Okay. So now that I've greeted everybody, let me roll back and pick some of these questions up. Okay. I'm just going to go back from the top. Y'all do me a favor, put the threes cues in front. It'll help me locate the question easier. Okay. All right. So let's go. I'm looking for the very first question. Tinky too. While y'all are waiting for me, if you're thinking about it, you know you can schedule your move abroad. I'll be more than happy to support you. I just helped a sister book her flight, get her ground transportation, and where she's going to be staying for the first month. I'll even help you get your groceries, child. I want you to live, and I want you to live easily. I'm 62. Okay, I'm still just rolling through looking for a question. I enjoyed my time in Thailand. Michelle says she enjoyed her time. Okay, do like, subscribe, and share. I will go back to Bangkok. I'm just looking. I'm going to post these comments as I look through them too. Okay, so let me start with Laura. Laura said, please do budget again. Okay, so here's the budget. This is my budget. This is how I'm living for under $1,000 a month. My rent is 1,200. No, I'm sorry. I said that so many times, y'all. My rent is 12,000 baht. 12,000 baht is roughly $325, maybe $330, depending on the exchange rate. That's my rent. My light bill runs, and I run my air all the time, runs about, I would say $50 a month. And that's high. Thai people don't live like that. They don't run the AC like that. They, it's very much a Western European, it's a Western thing. But I do, because I can't afford it. I don't want to be hot. So that's about $50. My cell phone bill is 300 baht, which is $9. My internet bill is the same thing. It's 300 baht, which is about $9 a month. Ooh, and this internet thing is, I see it, y'all. I see it. Anyway, so then my water bill can be anywhere from $1 to $3 a month. And this is just me. When I go to the grocery store, it's no holds barred, because it's just me. So I go to the grocery store. It's not a Western grocery store. It's owned by a Thai family. That's important to me. But it's a big commercial grocery store. It's kind of like Super Walmart, or, the Walmart that has the clothes and everything, tires, washing machines, you can get everything. That's the grocery store. It's called Big C Extra. And so I am not getting the best price on meats and vegetables for sure, because there are other ways. If I shop locally, I do shop locally for my vegetables, but if I shopped locally, I could cut this in half. So here's a ball out grocery store for me. It's $80. $80. I have so many, that's $80 a week. So like I just went yesterday, I spent $60. And when I tell you the bags, I needed help. I'm buying everything. I go to Big C Extra because they do have some of the things that I wouldn't find in Thai grocery stores. I can find everything, the good peanut butter, the all natural peanut butter. I can find lots of organic fruits, vegetables, products. And I'm particular about how I purchase my meat. If you've ever been to Mexico or some other, countries, they have the meat like just out. It's just out in a bin. It's out. Forgive me, but I've been very careful. I haven't been sick here. I only got sick almost once in Thailand, and we'll talk about that sketchy behavior. So I don't like that. I go because the meat, they have two. They offer it the way Thai people, and you'll see them picking the meat with the tongs and putting it in a bag. Hey, I like my meat from the butcher. I don't know what they're doing back there, but for me, I know it hasn't been sitting out like that all day with strangers picking. And so let's say if I do $80, and I'm talking about that's the top. 8 times 4 is 320. So we're talking about 320 and 325. That's $6. Let's call that $700. My bills are never $100, but let's say $100. Let's make that $800. The only other expense that I regularly incur is that I do use rideshare. I rarely pay more than $5. I don't care where I'm going. It just rarely. So I don't know how many ride shares do you have to do at $5 a pop to spend $200. 40 rides, 30 days in a month. Let's say you know, I'm telling you, it's not hard for me. I could easily spend more than that, but to cover my basic expenses, that's rent, lights, water, cell phone, internet, groceries, and transportation. I could easily do that for under $1,000. Easy, 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 easy. And so for me, and everybody knows this is why I'm here. This is why I stayed. I didn't know I was coming to explore, but I have stayed because what I have found is that while I'm doing that, I can max out the rest of my pension. Are you kidding me? I'm tossing money in the bank. I'm teaching my grandchildren how to, do the same thing, and I'm helping them fund their accounts. And so it's a win-win for me. So there's the budget, Laura. You can definitely do it for less than $1,000. And I'm not talking about living on any kind of way. Y'all, my apartment building has a pool, a gym, a sauna, 24-hour security, underground parking. And when I tell you, you could eat off these floors in this hallway, I swear to God, it's so clean and it's so quiet. It's conveniently located. There's a 7-Eleven across the street from me, a pharmacy. I have to go some to go to the grocery store that I like. What else? There's a bank. All of this is within, I could just walk right outside. I'm not even a block away. There's a night market. I'm near Chiang Mai University. There's a place for me to walk. I don't walk because I'm lazy, because, exercise ain't really my thing, but it's available to me. I have a beautiful mountain view. My air went out. I told you all that. When I came back, I called my landlord. Man, when I tell you she was here, it's not like it was the only unit. I've got 2 air conditioning units. It wasn't like I was hot and uncomfortable, but it should work. Not a problem. In and out of here so fast. Okay, so we talked about budget. Can you do it for less than $1,000? Yes. Can you spend $3,000? You surely can. They have apartments to fit every budget, every configuration. There are houses near the mountain in Chiang Mai. But I think if you want, like, my apartment isn't the ball out apartment because, it's just me. But if I wanted to, I think $750 definitely, for if you want to spend $1,000 on accommodations, you could. And when I tell you, you would be living lovely, you would be living lovely. Okay. So we talked about budget. If you have any other budget questions, put them down in there. If I left anything out, I'm going to get my yoga certification when I come back to Thailand. I'm telling y'all, it's all available. Let's see, you having a business living in Thailand, working with it. You do know it's illegal. Be careful. Thai laws are no joke. Well, I'm going to tell you, GMM, that they just came out with a Thai, it's the digital nomad visa, which allows you to do that. And so since I don't technically live here, I have been to immigration. There's a reason why you got your face cut off. I think I'm gonna put you in timeout because we don't need your kind of energy here. Hey, Marilyn, grab GMM and we can ban him and we'll talk to you later. Because the truth is, you don't have to take it from me. I'm going to take you to the immigration website. I'll take you guys there so you can see it for yourself. But they do. And I think that's the reason why they came up with it. Thailand is interested in getting people here so that they can, of course, get their economy up. And so what you want to do is if you're doing that, you do want to use this new visa that I'm telling you about. They understand. They know who's here. They know what people are trying to do. And the Thai government, I feel like, is very cooperative. I have never had a problem when I went down to immigration. Nobody has ever said anything like, Sandra, well, you've been here a couple of times. Nobody has ever looked at me or said anything to me or asked me any questions about any of that. And so I don't do the fear peddling, but what I will do is tell you that there are 2 new visa considerations. And one is the DTV, and that's Destination Thai Visa. And it is specifically designed for digital nomads. They give you, I want to say, 6 months on that initial one, and it costs 10,000 baht, which is about $275. And if I'm not mistaken, you can renew it for an additional 6 months, which would give you a year. If I am also and you check all of this, you can extend that. I want to say you can stay for as long as 5 years with this new visa type. And so don't let anybody peddle any fear to you all. Do it the right way. Go through immigration, find out. That's one, the DTV, Destination Thailand Visa. Then they just started this new 60 days on visa on arrival, and you can extend that one time for another 30 days, which gives you a total of 90 days. Now, how many days you can do that and how many days a year you can stay in the country, those are all questions that you can find on or have answered on the immigration website. All right, so I wish more Black women could hear you speak about not only retiring, but starting a business. I see so many stuck in the fixed income mindset. Yep. And it doesn't have to be that way. So let me keep going. Yep, I do work with real visa. Okay. I do work with real work visa since 15 years. Well, that's great. Goodbye. I don't even know why you here. I really don't. I don't know why you here, sir. I got a feeling. Did I tell you all about me getting into it in a Facebook group with somebody just like that, a colonizer? Yep. So don't. This is what I think. I think some folks are upset that Black women have figured it out. That it's not just for others, it's for me too. Black women can do this as well. And I think it's got some people in their feelings about how dare you all move around the globe. If you don't believe me, stick around, you'll see it. How dare you? Global Granny says, does it cool off at night? Yes, it does. And there are certain times of year that it's cooler. I want to say November. I know right around the time of the Lantern Festival, the weather was so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And it's starting to cool off now. It's July. It's not nearly as hot as it was when I first left in, I think I left for a couple months in, where was it? March, right around smoky time. It was hot as heck. It was like 100, 106. And even at nighttime when it cooled off, it wasn't as cool. So there are cooler seasons throughout the year. So yes, it's very comfortable. November, December, and all of that leading up to burn season is very comfortable. Let's see. Can you trade during the London session instead of New York? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really at odds about what my next move is going to be, you all. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay beyond, the fall. I'm really ready to get to Colombia. I'm ready to explore that part of the world. I came to explore Southeast Asia. And so I have been able to visit all the countries. Y'all know I spent 3 months. That's why I just want to address whoever the colonizer is in the group. Stay out of grown folk business. I spent 3 months in Bali. So since I've been here for an entire year, I got to the region, I want to say it was right around Mother's Day. So May made a year, May, June, July. I spent 3 months in Bali. Then I spent a month in Vietnam. I spent a month in Cambodia. I spent a month in Japan. Where else? Oh, at any rate, most of my time hasn't really been I haven't physically been in Thailand. So I just leave my things here. So in essence, I have an apartment here that houses my suitcases. Because when I go, I'm usually gone. I like to slow travel. So I like to explore a region for an entire month. So while I've been in Southeast Asia for 14 months, I have been to 12 countries in that 14 months. I went to the Philippines. I didn't spend a lot of time there. I spent the most time in those places I told you: Vietnam, Cambodia, Japan, Bali. So between those 4 countries, I've probably been away 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 to 7 of the months that I have been here in the region. I want to say between 6 and 7 of the 12 months, I haven't been in Thailand proper. I've been visiting neighboring countries. So that's something you might want to consider if you're interested in, doing the slow travel bump around thing. All right. Would you recommend for freelancers? Yes, absolutely. Please check out this DTV. I'll show you the immigration website. Please check it out because you don't want, there's no shortage of naysayers. There's no shortage of white folks. I just said what I said, who don't want to see you living your best life, Black woman. And so it's no shortage of people. And I will tell you this too, be careful. Just like he said, be careful in these Facebook groups that aren't Black Facebook groups, because they are out there. They are out there. They take it from me because I got into it with one. Don't go looking for it, because when I tell you, it went on for days. It went on for days because I was here for it. I was like, yeah, okay. And y'all know I'm still my PTSD is real. You trigger me, you might catch it. You trigger me, you might catch some. So be careful, but do it the right way. There's nothing for you to have. You don't have to hide. You don't have to operate in fear. They want you here, and there's a proper way to do it. Get to the immigration website. I shared it. Marilyn is posting it in the chat. It's in the description of the video. There are absolutely legal ways to be, and don't let anybody deter you or try to make you fearful of making this move. It's not necessary. This is a new visa category too. And so some people think they know, but they may not know. Not only that, take advantage of the new 60-day visa on arrival with the 30-day extension. That gives you 90 days legally to be in the region. They don't care what you're doing here in those 90 days, as long as you aren't trying to live here for forever. I'm not trying to live in Thailand for forever, but I did enjoy the region, and I want other sisters to come out and enjoy it as well. So let's see. The way I got excited about Thailand, QQQ, before your questions, just shared with my girlfriend. Okay. Somebody said this too. Does it cool off at night? I'm like, yes, it does. It cools off at night. Let's see, TJ. Does residency in Thailand require one reside there after? I currently have Mexican residency where it is not required. TJ, I'm going to tell you right here, right now, I am not an expert. I do not know if they require you. You're right. I have Mexican residency too, and they don't require that. But what you can do is go to the visa website. It's in the chat. It's also in the description. So do cross your T's and dot your I's, because unfortunately, there are people out here who will think that they know something and try to rat you out. I don't know. I don't have time for it. I'm too busy living my fabulous life. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Somebody says my rent in Bangkok was 1,200 baht back in 2016. Mine is the same thing, and it is 20 what? 24? Yeah. Because to be honest with you, I think we don't. Let me say this. What I saw in Mexico is like gentrification. When we come, we're spending American dollars, we affect the economy. I haven't seen that to that magnitude here yet. I'm sure there's some degree of our impact on the economy, but I haven't seen that the way I saw it in Mexico, the way I saw prices shoot up in Mexico. And that's the only thing that really didn't work for me in Mexico, is I could never find the apartment and the quality apartment that I wanted. I wasn't willing to pay. I could have paid that in the States. So yeah. This says, what do you find are the benefits of Chiang Mai versus Bangkok? I think it just depends on what you like. Bangkok is a big, bustly, busy, it's a gritty city. When I was in Bangkok, I swear to you, it felt like Chicago. It all looked the same to me. The highways, 4 or 5 lane highways, tall skyscrapers, good neighborhoods, bad neighborhoods, rough areas, places you should go, places you shouldn't go. Nightlife, beautiful rooftops. It was like Chicago. I didn't see any different. But still so full of cultures, beautiful temples. Oh my God, if you haven't seen that Grand Palace in Bangkok, oh, Jesus. I went to a floating market. Bangkok is gorgeous, but it is a city. Now, I don't know how dangerous Nothing for me feels as dangerous as what, I experienced in the States and being in Chicago. I haven't been anywhere in the world except for maybe Manila that made me feel like, oh, this is sketchy, that I was afraid. Chiang Mai, however, is in the northern part of the country near the mountains. It's green, it's lush, a little less busy. It's a way smaller city, but it's still very much a city with infrastructure. They don't have like a metro, a train up below ground, a subway or anything like that. But they're being able to get around isn't a problem. So they're two different places. What I don't even know a city in the States that I could compare Chiang Mai to because I spent most of my life in Chicago with millions of people. But Bangkok is a big city, lots everything that comes with big cities, and Chiang Mai is a small, medium-sized city with good infrastructure, good food, all the other stuff. Hey y'all, let's see. I think I retired last month, and Thailand is at the top of my list. I am telling you, do your research. Start looking at that website. It's in the chat. I'll go through what I was able to find on the website too. So, yes, please don't give anybody any reason to be looking at you sideways. Make sure that you do all the research that you need to do if you're coming so that you're doing it right. Okay. Somebody says, do you speak Thai? Do you find the language difficult to learn? I do not speak Thai. The only thing I can say is Sawasdee Ka, which is hello, and Kap Kun Ka, which is thank you. That's all I have. It is a very difficult language. It's a tonal language. You can change the meaning of something by changing the tone. When you see it in print, it isn't anything like you see Spanish in print. Those are the same alphabets that we use. You can sound that word out. That's not it. These are symbols. I think somebody said Sanskrit. Y'all know I don't know. And when I don't know something, I say I don't know. Because I think the worst thing in the world to do is give misinformation. And so I'd rather be vague. I think Thai is a very difficult language to learn, but there are Thai schools, and I have a website also in the description, and one of these tabs is open. I'm going to roll through these tabs I have open too. I'm just trying to see where we are. Okay, we're good. We're under an hour. I'm going to roll through the tabs that I have open. I've got some Facebook groups to share with you all and some websites that you might find helpful. The most helpful website is going to be that immigration website because you want to get up to the minute correct information. And when I tell you things change very quickly and very rapidly in Thailand, just this week, I want to say maybe the 15th, was when they enacted this new 60-day on arrival. So that happened. And so nobody's renewed one because they just started them. And so things are new and in flux, but they can work in your favor. Okay. Housekeeper and laundry. Absolutely. Every apartment that I have seen has a washing machine in it, at least a washer. Many will have a washer and a dryer. When I first got here, I stayed at a place that didn't have the washer and dryer in the unit, but it's in the building. And so you can find local laundromats where you can take your clothes out. But yeah, most of the places where we would stay have washers. That's just a standard. And mine is on my balcony. Most are stored outside on your balcony. And dryers aren't nearly as common here as they are in the States. So everybody has like the little rack. I have a rack out there. I have a fan too. I turn my fan on and it's so hot, the clothes dry very quickly. Housekeepers, absolutely. Easy breezy, capeasy, very reasonable. My place is a 1-bedroom. It costs 300 baht, which is between 300 and 500 baht, which is between $9 and $15 to have it cleaned. And 2 people come, not one, but 2 people come. And when I tell you they clean, it's clean. It's clean, clean, clean. Okay. D says, can you share the walkthrough of Sandra's apartment? You guys, do I have stuff everywhere? That video check it out. You can find that. You can find the walkthrough because I can tell you all, I have a living room, dining room combination. There's a bathroom, a kitchen, then a private bedroom with 2 balconies. There's a balcony on either side. One balcony has my washer and dryer. The other one has just like a chair where I can go and get some fresh air. Anything else? I did mention this about the kitchen. So you all, here's one of the things that is a little different in Thailand. Every place doesn't come with a fully equipped kitchen, although you can get them. I'll show you in some of the apartment websites. You can find anything here you want. You want a full kitchen? You want a kitchen with a washer? You want a kitchen with a dishwasher? Not as common, but you can find it. If you're willing to pay for it, you can find it. Personally, everybody knows my story. When I first started looking for apartments, I missed out on one. And so the next one that came up, I was like, I'll take it. Plus, I was ready to drop my suitcases, y'all. I was ready to drop my suitcases and get on to, more traveling. So I didn't want to spend more days in a hotel or Airbnb looking for apartments. Don't do that. Don't do what I did. I'm here to help. Apartments are plentiful at every price range. There is no shortage of accommodations in Thailand. There's no pull on the system like that. You can take your time. I would say book someplace for a month. I have a place where, it's where I stayed for a month. And I want to say I paid about $500, and I knew I was paying too much, but it gave me a chance to drop my things, go look for an apartment, something more permanent. And I was able to do that. So that's what I would suggest that you do. But you can find every configuration. If you want something small like mine, you can get that. If you want something grand with multiple levels and you want wash machine, dryer, dish, you can find that too. Okay, let's see. Okay, D, I can see. Yeah. Thank you, Sandra. The budget is totally doable. Appreciate the details. Yep. Great. Thank you so much for sharing. I can't wait to visit. Let me just pop them up as I go through. I don't have any trouble working in Thailand. I wrote my second book there. I didn't have any trouble working. I know. You all, please listen to me. When I tell you, and I really try to be on my best behavior, but sometimes you just have to call a thing a thing. When I tell you, I went into a Facebook group. Do not do this. I'm not talking about one of the Black in or brothers and sisters of. I went into an expat and I asked about the internet because I was trying to get something done. Y'all know how janky my internet is. And when I tell you them Caucasians could not wait, they couldn't wait to tell me, oh, you can't do this. Oh my God. Oh, la, la, la. It was a horror show. Do not go looking for that because when I tell you, oh, they got some Chicago, oh, they got it all. I was like, oh, baby, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I invited one of them to coffee. I was like, come on. Since you got so much to say, meet me for coffee. You know they never coming. They're never coming. That same colonizer energy, you can find it anywhere. But what I can say is that it's not prevalent here. I don't see it the way I saw it in Mexico. I was sick. Some places they just are everywhere. You don't see them. It's not enough of them or so much space here in Thailand that everybody is spread out. I very rarely bump into colonizers. They're just not they're not in my sphere. So I don't have to deal with it. I don't see them. They don't see me. But be careful in and out of those Facebook groups. Stick to the ones I'm going to show you. I reported both of those trolls. Thank you. I love your exploration. Hey, Butterfly Effect. Yes, I absolutely have had a wonderful time exploring Southeast Asia. The culture, the food. I'm telling y'all, and I say this all the time, Japan is a superior nation. If you haven't been to Japan, you want to put that one on your list. Hold on, y'all. I got to turn this air off. It's getting cold. That's how good the new air is. Oh my goodness. Okay. So yes, if you're interested in the bop around, y'all hit me up. I can help you save some money because there's so many mistakes that I made that you don't have to make. I made mistakes from booking my flight. I made all the mistakes. So don't do that. Don't do that. A consultation will cost you under $200. It'll save you so much money. Y'all, I remade the mistakes. Don't you make them. Okay, so let's see how to enter Thailand isn't working. Okay, hold on, Michelle. I'm going to pull that website up for you. She says that website isn't working. So let me find it. Thailand, that's the Thai visa. Best place. How to enter Thailand. Let me see. That's a Facebook group. I gotta find it. Let me see if I can find that. Thai visa. Okay, here. Okay, hold on, hold tight. I'm going to see if I can share this with you. Whoops. Hold on, sister. Let me see if I can share that website with you guys. And then I'm going to take a break and catch a breath and recap. Let's see. Share the screen. This is it. Can you see this? How to enter Thailand, discover the land of smiles. This is a website that should be pretty helpful, you guys. Thailand, Thai Elite, and Thai Visa. There are two Facebook groups that can be pretty helpful. So be careful too in those. Although, again, these are not black in, or these are, you're going to find everybody in there. So ask your question and then don't let anybody discourage you. So this is one. It's Thailand Travel, Thailand Elite, and Thai Visa. You want to go in and poke around. There's one that I like better than this one. I like this one better. I don't know if you can see this one. Thai Visa Advice. I have to wait to see if it catches up. Let's see. I have used this Facebook group. It's called Thai Visa Advice, and it has been very helpful. Share this tab instead. Let's see if it pops up. Is it coming up, y'all? Okay, hold tight. I'm going to switch and share this other tab. There it is. Okay, it's caught up. All right, so here's another website that I found pretty useful. This one is Thai Visa Advice. So you definitely want to do this. You want to get in here, ask questions. You want to get to the Thai immigration website. I'll share that one with you as well. So this is a good, Thai Visa Advice. That's a good website. And here is the official. I'm going to share this tab. I'm moving over to the official Thai immigration website. So you want to make sure that you go here, and there's a tab that says frequently asked questions. I have found quite a bit of information on this website as well. This is the official, it's immigration.go.th. You want to make sure that you go there. That should be your first line. That should be your first line. It'll outline all of the different types. And I'm telling you, I found the most information under frequently asked questions. Let me see, which tab was that? About the Immigration Bureau, information, service information too. But go ahead and poke around those tabs and they'll give you all the up-to-date information. It's in English. So here, 90 days online, they tell you this, online appointments, how to get an e-visa. It's got all the stuff. Oh, here's where I found it. It was down here. I want to say frequently asked questions. All right. So that's one website. We talked about those two Facebook groups. Since we're here, let me go ahead and roll you all through some Facebook groups that were helpful for me. How about this one? This next one is Black in Chiang Mai. Not only do they have a Facebook group, but they also have a WhatsApp group. And this is a little more intimate. I know most of these people. I know quite a few of the people in here. I've either used the service that they offer or we've met up to have meals, and you can see Sunday dinner. Just this is home for me. Black in Chiang Mai, that's home for me. So check them out. If you're interested, go ahead and find that one. Here's another one. This one isn't specific to Chiang Mai, but it's Black expats in East and Southeast Asia. I want you all to check this out, put this in. There's a lovely gentleman that runs this group. And this is more for people who are looking to explore the entire region, because you'll find posts about, all over Southeast Asia, but it's a good one. I find a lot of good information there, and you'll see the same people. So folks who have been in the region for a while, who are knowledgeable, you'll find them there. Here's another one. Brothers and sisters of Thailand. That is a Facebook group that if I were you, I would definitely be a part of this Facebook group as well. Again, this one talks about all the cities. You'll see posts from Bangkok, Pattaya or Pattaya, Phuket, Chiang Mai, and some other places. But you can see they've got almost 5,000 members. And I'm telling you, I've got some good stuff. Now, this next one is one that I am not as familiar with. It's a smaller group, and I just joined this, but it's Black Women Expats in Thailand. So you want to check this one out, add this to your list too. And so when I was scrolling through, I'm not sure that they post as much, but it's still another resource. And I would check that out as well. So we talked about the Facebook groups that you could possibly join. We talked about immigration. I'm going to share another website with you all too. It's International Living. I know I shared this one before, but you can do a lot of research on this website, this International Living. You can see, I pulled up Thailand, and it gives you just all the, you want to know about the climate, you want to know about the language, and as you scroll through, even though this says 2023, a lot of this information is still relevant. Where is Thailand? I like this one. This is just an easy to read site. General information, but International Living is a good one, and it's not just specific to Thailand. And somebody was asking me about, do you speak Thai and is the language hard? Yes, the language it's difficult. It's not nearly as easy as maybe French or Spanish, but there are tons of Thai language schools here. And if I am not mistaken, you can get an education visa if you're coming to an approved language school. So again, you all know what this is. I am not an expert. I am giving you ideas and leads and websites where you can do your own due diligence, because that's the smart thing to do. The smart thing to do is to make sure that you've got all the T's crossed and all your I's dotted and all of that stuff. But these are options. So let me get myself over here. We're going to stop sharing. And let me get back to these questions. I like the way you did that. I may do something. Okay, yes. Global Granny said, that was smart. I like the way you did that. I may do the same thing when I return to Southeast Asia. I think so. If you're referring to finding a place to put your bags down, because think about it, you guys, if you pay for an apartment that's $325 a month, that's like $10 a day. There's no place where you can store your suitcases for $10 a day. $10 a day. I drop my bags. I'm off to another country. It has been beautiful. It has been beautiful. And then I stay gone it doesn't matter. You can stay gone for 2 months, 3 months. The beautiful thing about my building is that there is a person on duty called a juristic person. And I just let her know when I'm leaving. I say, I'm not gonna call her name, but I say, listen, I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be gone for 2 months. I'm gonna be gone for whatever time it is. I give her the money to pay my bills. Can you believe this? And while I'm gone, she pays the lights, she pays the water bills, she takes my mail in. It's been heavenly. And I am telling you, because I've been so vocal about it and I have been sharing this with other Black women, there are folks that don't want y'all out here living your best lives. They cannot believe that y'all have figured it out and discovered how to do it because they thought it was just for them. And it is not. It is for us as well. She has made my life and my stay here, it's just beautiful. My landlord is wonderful. I pay my rent 2 months, 3 months in advance. She don't care if I'm here. She don't care if I'm in Vietnam. She don't care if I'm in Cambodia. She does not care. She's getting paid. My stuff is secure and safe. I know that when I'm tired, like I spent a month in Mexico, I was tired. I was ready to come home. And so I come back, I'll be gone again next month. They don't care. They're not into that. Okay, so D, there's another one on the internet that wasn't working well. Okay, I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna mind my business. Oh, hey, Brendetta. If you don't mind, Brendetta is on her way to Thailand, y'all. I don't know, but I won't say too much. But Brendetta and I have been working together. And so she is all set to go. And we are working together. We'll continue to work together. I want to make sure that she gets here, she gets settled, and that her way is way easier than mine. So, yes. When I was there, I used my visa renewal time to visit other countries. Yes, yes, we did the same thing. Michelle, you understand how this goes. So you all don't listen to anybody any trolls, don't listen to them. There's a way, and you can always go down to the immigration office. Those people are kind. They will tell you anything. You can ask them any kind of questions. You can stand there. You can say, look, I got a 60-day visa. I want to renew for 30 days. Is it possible? This is what I'm doing here in your country. And they will give you that information. You don't ever want to run afoul of the law. But when I tell you, they call it the land of smiles for a reason. They're very, very wonderful people. Okay, so the next one. You have had internet experiences in other areas for digital nomads. I'm the only one, not the only one, y'all, but I knew going in, here's what I knew. And this is what I would tell you how to avoid what happened to me. Because I jumped on this apartment so quickly, one, and two, I didn't know how to test internet speed. I know you should. I didn't know how to do any of that. I took my apartment blindly because I loved this room in particular. After I got in, then I decided, okay, I need to change the internet over to my name. Well, that's when I found out that my building, just my building, only was not wired for, what is it, fiber optics. It was too late. I'd already signed the lease. So there was only one company, and I'll tell you two things too. At the time, because I didn't know how long I was going to be here, I didn't want to sign a contract. So I only wanted to pay month to month for my internet. Well, the only company that would do that month to month internet for me was this company, Sinet, Sinet. Everybody in all the Facebook groups said it's a crappy company. That internet is crappy. The service is crappy, blah, 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 blah. I didn't know. I will say this. Everybody down there is very nice to me. They're nice. I have never had a problem, but the internet is spotty because it is not fiber optics. It's not the fast. Mine plugs into the wall. I got it is what it is. Do I think that that is prevalent? And is that the case for everybody? No. There's fiber optic internet. There's high-speed internet. It's just not in this building, to my knowledge. Now, I could even be wrong about that. It's not in this unit for sure. Would everybody have the same problem with their internet? No, absolutely not. And that's something you could Google too. Google and find out. But yes, I think the question you would want to know is high-speed internet available? Is fiber optic, whatever it is, that technology available in Chiang Mai? And I think you'll find yes. I'll change that. Okay, QQQ. It says, do you have to show something other than a tourist visa to get a 1-year lease? Nope. Nobody asked me for anything. And I didn't start out with a 1-year lease. She and I agreed to 6 months. Because what I was going to do, my plan was to drop my bags, go bop around and do a month. I needed 6 months. That's what I saw. I needed 6 months. And she agreed. You can get a 3-month lease. I've seen that offered. 3 months, 6 months, and a year. The only thing I had to produce was my passport. That's all I had. Typically, you're going to need your passport, of course, with a valid immigration stamp, valid visa stamp. And I had to pay 2 months security and the first month's rent. So at the time of moving in, I had to pay 3 months. Y'all, that was less than $1,000. It was like $975 to move in. And because I will have honored, the agreement that she and I had, she just asked me, she said, Sandra, would you stay 6 months? Or could you be responsible to pay for at least 6 months? And I told her, absolutely. I would absolutely cover 6 months. That even if I decided to leave, she was sure that she would get paid for 6 months of rent. And so landlords, I haven't heard anybody, this is just my own personal experience with the Black people I interface with. I haven't heard anybody complain about a landlord or being treated unfairly. I haven't heard that. Does it happen? I'm sure, but I haven't heard it. It didn't happen to me. It's not my experience. My landlord is lovely. My juristic person in the building is fabulous, fantastic, over the top. How many places can you leave and be gone for 2 months and the people pay your bills and collect your mail while you gone? Really? I mean, come on. It's a beautiful thing. Michelle says, Soul reminded me of Chicago. Me too. Bangkok is gritty. Bangkok is gritty. Yep. New York City, Chicago, all of those. You got it. Somebody said, is your apartment a one bedroom? Yes. My apartment is a one bedroom. It's a proper bedroom with a door. The balconies happen to be on either side of my bedroom, which is beautiful. Y'all, okay, let me see. Y'all go look at the tour. When I tell you I have a mountain view that is absolutely stunning, it's stunning. I never close the curtains. First of all, I have shears up, just shears up to both all of the windows. So nobody can see in. I don't have a neighbor per se behind me. There's a place I think where they house students over here, but it's so far away you can't see in here. I can't see them, they can't see me. I can see this beautiful mountain. Is lovely. It's all love. And my social life, because everybody knows I'm an introvert, right? What I like about Chiang Mai is that it's available. Black in Chiang Mai, you can go through that. Those Black people are younger. The folks that are here are basically younger than me. There's some folks my age here too. They do Sunday dinners. They play in the park. So if you want that, it is available. It's for real. It's up and it's running. And so I can plug in and disconnect as much as I like, as much as I like. I will tell you what is a little more difficult, and really it isn't. I was going to say in Mexico, you can make friends with locals really easily. Mexican people are so warm and so outgoing. Thai people are warm too, but it's a different kind of warm. But I have been to places like I lived near this expat neighborhood called Neiman. When I tell you where I went to get my massage, the dude was so kind to me. You know, he's seen me a couple times. He has invited me out. I go to eat at a particular place over here in Neiman. And the lady that works there, she's like, Sandra, what are you doing? Thai people are friendly. So I think you can have as much or as little. I think for me, Thailand is an introvert's heaven because peace is the name of the game. People mind their business for the most part. Thai people do. White folks don't. But white folks been trying to police Black bodies since the beginning of time. That don't stop when they come over here. They still want to police Black bodies. Aside from that, I have not had one Thai person be anything other than lovely to me. Not one. I have not seen an argument, anything like that. I can only tell you my experience. Let's see, maybe the landlords. Let me do this one. It says, isn't usually just your passport and cash? Yes, but maybe some landlords are doing more online payments now. Nope. Mine is very straightforward. My Thai landlord gave me her bank account information. I go to the bank once every 2 months. Sometimes I can pay it up for 3 months. I pay her. I send her a copy of the receipt. We're done. Done, data. The bank where I go, I can do it two ways. Either I can take the money out, and I like to do it that way. When I take the money out the ATM, I get all those fees reimbursed. Here's a tip. Don't do it the way I was doing it, y'all. I was going straight to the bank, transferring money from my bank to her bank. They would pull money out for me and then pay her. Well, when I did it that way, I didn't get reimbursed for those bank fees because the way it's coded or the way it looks for, the ones who give us our money back, Schwab, Fidelity, Navy Federal. It didn't look like I was pulling money out the ATM because I wasn't. I was going to the teller to do it. Don't do it that way. When I pull the money out of the ATM right before I go into the bank to pay her, I get all of those fees back. So For a few months, it took me a few months to catch on to that I should be pulling the money out of the ATM and then just go into the bank, give them her bank account information. She gets it, its payment's gone. No problem. It's cash. Y'all, they want money. I don't know. I don't know any other way, but I'm sure somebody is probably doing, if you have a Thai bank account, somebody's probably doing that. Okay, QQQ. Have you visited immigration to renew a visa? Yes. Or did you just renew in another country in the year? So, nope. I went straight to immigration because the first time you don't know, and I wanted to sit face to face with somebody. I wanted to ask them questions, and get all the deets in the download. The first time it took me a little while because there is some paperwork involved, but you can absolutely do it on your own. I did it alone every time. When I was in Bali, I paid somebody, and that's when I figured out, I was like, wait a minute, I could do this myself. So in Thailand, I went to immigration. That's why I say, y'all don't listen to anybody else. If you come in, visa on arrival now, you get 60 days. If you've got any questions, take your passport and take your little self right on down to immigration and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm staying. This is what I would like to do. They will tell you right to your face exactly what you can and what you cannot do. And you can absolutely renew without having to pay somebody. It's 1,900 baht, which is 1,000 baht. It's like $27, $30. It's less than $60 to renew. So when I first came, you only got 30 days. Then you could renew for 30 days. So you could stay for 60 days. And then y'all know what I would do. I would either stay 30 days and then go somewhere. I'd be gone a month or two. Then I come back to the country. They give me another 30 days. I was like, great. Then when that 30 days was up, either I could renew it, and I've done that. And then I leave, and I think I went to Bali. Y'all know, y'all been following me. So then, yeah, I never have applied outside of the country. I have never done an e-visa or any of those things. I like going to immigration because that way I know if there's a problem, I'm sitting there talking to them. If there's a problem, they will let me know, oh, Sandra, this is what you can do. This is what you can't do. Okay. Are there bugs in apartments like Mexico? Well, I'm going to say this. In my place, no. Y'all, I don't know who's been following me. When I tell you, when I was in Mexico, because I was in Playa del Carmen, I was basically in the jungle. My apartment building literally was sitting in the middle. You could see where they had chopped down trees to build this building. When I tell you I was a butterfly, when a butterfly was a moth, and my apartment as big as my hands, just like this. That's how big that moth was. You're in the tropics. You're gonna have tropical animals, iguanas, them little lizards, what are them, geckos, and all of that stuff. All that stuff got in. All of that stuff got in my place in Bali. All of that stuff got in my place in Mexico. Because I'm in Chiang Mai and it's not really jungle, I'm not near the jungly part. It is a lot of greenery. I see more small flying bugs, but nothing big like those big tropical bugs I saw. And once I saw a little gecko got in, but no, because that's not my favorite thing. I'm not that girl. And somebody asked me something about cockroaches. I have seen, let me see, not cockroaches like we know cockroaches, but I've seen little bugs. But I don't have a bug problem that you would know. I would have been told y'all that. I would have been told. I wouldn't have, first of all, y'all know I wouldn't be here. It's just not something I enjoy. It's why I didn't stay so long in Bali. I love Bali. I love the people of Bali. I love the food in Bali. I just could not deal with nature being such a big part of your everyday. You just can't get away. Like I'm up high, I'm in a building, I don't see ants. No, but there were some flying bugs that got in here. I'm pretty sure I told y'all, and I had to put screens up to the windows to make sure, because I know what the heck they were. So yeah, that happens. There are bugs. Don't rest assured, there are bugs. But I haven't seen anything like mice or anything like that. Thank you for sharing the links. Herman is really excited to take cooking classes. We took a cooking class. I learned to make pie thai, fried banana. We did spring rolls, all of that. Cooking classes. Do immerse yourself in the culture. I am telling y'all, do this thing. My life is so much richer for the experience. I just cannot say enough about Thai people. I cannot say between Balinese and Thai people, I don't know who is warmer. Mexican people are warm and friendly too, but something about the way Balinese people and Thai people will invite you, Balinese people will invite you into their homes. Oh, just amazing, amazing, amazing. Michelle says, how do you like the furniture in your apartment? Are they comfortable beds, sofas, and chairs? That's a good question. That's why I picked my place. My place has a beautiful sofa. I will say this, my cocktail table, it looks like some IKEA stuff. But it came with a nice big 55-inch TV. My dining room table and chairs, it ain't nothing to write home about. It's 2 chairs, a nice square table. It works. Personally, I never sit there. My bedroom is a queen size bed. You can see it behind me. Queen size bed. All the furniture that came in my place was nice. I will say this, I had to put a mattress topper on my mattress. I don't know if it's a Thai thing. I don't know if it's an Asian thing. Man, that bed was hard. It was hard. And the first night I was here, I called my landlord. I said, listen, I'm going to need a mattress topper. No problem. Here she was with a mattress topper. I still needed to add something else. And I will say this, my pillows that came with my place were not the most comfortable. So those are things you may have to make adjustments for. But when I tell you things are reasonably priced, you could get a good pillow. I was looking at some yesterday. They were under 20 bucks. I just didn't pull the trigger. I need to go do that though, because I need a great pillow. Sorry if you answered this already. How's transportation? Is it walkable? Yes, Adina, it is walkable. But what I will say is that you still have to watch out because infrastructure is there. I can walk all the way to the mall from my place. I can walk all the way to the grocery store, at least one of the grocery stores, one of the expat grocery stores. It's pretty expensive for here, but it's not expensive compared to the US. I can walk there. I can walk to Chiang Mai University. But you still have to keep your eyes peeled because it can get pretty dicey. There are some places where you're like, whoa, it's a little broke up and it's a little jungly, it's a little green. But yeah, if you've walked in Mexico, baby, you can walk here. And I'm trying to think, transportation. There are rideshare apps. I want to say there are 3: Took, Grab, Bolt. Bolt is a lot less expensive. If you're coming, download those apps. There is this thing called a red car. I call it a red car, but it's a van. It's like a big old van, and you can catch it strategically in places, and that's like the bus. I haven't had trouble getting around anywhere. People ride their bikes, motorbikes. I personally wouldn't rent a motorbike, but my girlfriend who was here before, she bought a bike. Some women, some of us out here living like that. She bought a bike. She had her own bike. She would pick us up, take us places. So, hey, easy to do. Let me see. Reddit can feel the same. Family. Hey, family insomniac here. Me too. Thailand is definitely a place I could call home. I'm trying to tell y'all, come and get some of this yum yum. Hope you get the... Who is this? Michelle said, I love Japan. I'm telling y'all, Japan is a superior country, superior nation. Only been to Korea. Hey, Nicole. Hey, sweetie. Only been to Korea, and I definitely need to see more of Asia. Y'all, please do this. Welcoming your wellness. Hello. Hey, Dr. Linda. What requirements do Thailand have to get an apartment? Is it similar to in the States? Nope. There's no credit check. They don't care how much money you make. Nobody's ever asked me any of those questions. There's no bank account requirement. You need a passport and you need money. If you can pay, you can stay. Hey, big up yourself. Hey. Let's see. H&D says, in the Thai visa group, make sure that you use the research feature. Yes, state that you have a U.S. passport. Absolutely. I'm telling you, I was going down in the chat. You definitely want to use the search feature because many of the questions that we're asking have already been asked and answered. Wow, how to get an e-visa. Oh, here you go. This is the immigration website. Use it. Because, and let me tell you this, and I don't care anybody who says that they're an immigration expert, go straight to the source. This is my humble opinion. Go straight to the source. People will have you out here looking crazy and afraid. Don't do it. Once you get here, you get 60 days automatic. Take your little self down to the immigration office. Ask those people as many questions as you want. Explain to them there's no fee to see somebody. You can set an appointment too, I want to say, online. But ask questions. Get it straight from the source. Don't even take it from me, because I'm just giving y'all, what I know. This was so informative. Thank you for this content. You're welcome. Let's see. Yes, educator Sandra, much appreciated. I'm here to help. First of all, I just want you all to come and experience some of the yum yum. I wouldn't be telling you this. Do y'all hear me telling y'all go to Cambodia? I've been. You don't hear me talking about it. It was beautiful to see Angkor Wat, but the energy there for me energetically, it was beautiful, but I was ready to go. I know people who've gone to Cambodia, they love it. It was not for me. I felt the same way. I love the Philippines, but Manila, you don't hear me. I tell you this, all I can do is tell y'all what my truth is. Thailand, dingy dingy. The three things we talked about, the air quality, how far it is, and that flipped upside down schedule. Those are my challenges. I heard about Starlink. I started this other thing. I went with GlocalMe. Somebody recommended that. I don't even use it, y'all. But yeah, Thailand, land of smiles. It is. Any questions? I'm scooting down, y'all. I'm going fast as I can. How do you pay her while bopping around the continent? I leave my money with her. I know when I'm leaving. So like at the end of the month, my rent is due like the 8th or 9th of the month. And so anytime before that, I just pay my rent up 2-3 months in advance. I go down to my juristic person. I give her cash. She gives me a receipt. I take a picture because, she doesn't speak English and I don't speak Thai. And so that we don't have any confusion, she writes me a receipt. I leave her. We estimate how much my bills are going to be for 3 months or for 2 months. Voila, I'm out of here. And when I come back, she has the receipts ready for me and my change. Plain and simple. Yay, Janice, you're coming in the fall. Hopefully I will be back here. I'm going to China. China's the last big place. And let me say this. I'm going back to Vietnam because I love Vietnam. I'm going back to Japan, and then I'm going to China. So I'm going to try to finish up all of that stuff and maybe be back here for November. We'll see. Our Rich Journey just did a video on having a second home in Thailand. I'm trying to tell y'all something. Would I steer you wrong? I wouldn't. I would tell you. I would tell you if it was crappy. Oh, here's the link for the walkthrough video. It's a couple of them. I want to say, check it out. Who is it? Says, I love to go to Thailand, but I'm struggling finding a remote job that pays good. Any suggestions? You know what I'm gonna say? Can you start your own business? Can you? I'm gonna say this. I am the least likely person. My mama never owned a business. Nobody in my family was really an entrepreneur, maybe 2 aunts, but not in my immediate nuclear family. We were not entrepreneurs. We were taught to work. And so I am the least likely person to be an entrepreneur. But when I tell you Stephanie Perry taught me something, in that whatever somebody is willing to pay you for, you should be able to do it for yourself. If you are a baker, if you are a teacher, if you are a singer, if you can use your voice, find a way to be your own employer. If that's possible. And I would say the first step to that is mindset change. It was not on my radar. I was a reluctant, and sometimes, I still struggle. I'm retired. How much of this do I really want to do? I would say, I'm not an expert, but check out Libria. Is Libria's last name Jones? But check out Libria Jones. If somebody has a link for Libria, she does a lot of remote work. It's not my area of expertise. I say skip the middleman and start you a business. That's what I say. Say Sandra's walkthrough. Yep, there you go. Wow. Yep, it's still 1900 baht. Thailand is great. Yeah, they're not price gouging. That this is not the place. And that's why I say our impact as Westerners, I don't see where we're disrupting the economy the way I saw it in Mexico. Y'all, I was in Mexico less than a year and a half and I could see the creep. I could see the prices creeping up and creeping up. When I went back this time, I was shocked. I'm telling you, I was shocked. I was like, woo, things have changed in under 2 years. That the impact of American dollars or US dollars, Canadian dollars, you can see it. I don't feel that as much here. Things are still very reasonably priced. I hope there's no big tropical bug in San Miguel. No, you know what? San Miguel, there were more mosquitoes. San Miguel's up in the mountains. It's hot and it's dry. It's not tropical. It is mountainous. I didn't see as many bugs. They're there, but I saw things like I didn't see bees. I saw flies, mosquitoes, but no, I didn't see a preponderance of crawling bugs. I stayed at Michelle's place at Casa Elm for 4 days. Only thing was mosquitoes, but you put up nets. There's no bugs there. Yes, it's a high altitude. Yes, I was just there and loved the weather, food, and the people. Yep, that's what I said. It wasn't, I wouldn't be worried about the bugs there. Well, yeah. Come on, Pad Thai. Thailand, you want real good Thai food, you come to Thailand. They got it all. I'm just scrolling through looking for questions. Queues before questions. Okay, same thing. How many deposits they want? They want 2 months and your first month's rent. So 3 months total. So if your rent is $600, you're going to pay $1,800. And if you keep the place in good shape, which you will, you'll get your deposit back. I have heard something about the place has to be spotless and in the exact same condition as you received it to get your deposit back. So you want to be careful there. You want to manage your expectations. That's why I don't feel bad. My deposit was $650. I don't, I'm not that kind of person where I'm just throwing money away like that. But if at the end of it, my landlord said, well, we're going to keep $600 or we're going to keep $350, I'm not about to argue with that woman. I'm not about to argue with anybody about anything. It's not my life anymore. It says, did you get your first Thai visa at the Thai embassy or in the States? I found that to be much easier than the idea of waiting until I arrived in the country. Nope, Nichelle, I showed up. I got a visa on arrival. Once I got to the airport, they stamped my passport. I had 30 days. I want to say the first time I stayed for the 30 days and then I left. I don't know because I've been in and out so much. I don't remember. I left and I think I went to Vietnam right away. I'm pretty sure because I have been planning to go to Vietnam anyway. And so I didn't do anything online. I have never initiated the process online. I get the visa on arrival. When I first came, you only got 30 days. Now, if you come, you get 60 days and you can renew for an additional 30 days for 1,900 baht, which is less than $60. So you can get 90 days, your first time here, unless they find some reason to not extend your visa for 30 days. I haven't heard of these things. I haven't heard of anybody not getting a 30-day extension. As long as you have, I would say 6 pages available on your passport and you've got, I want to say, is it 6 months? You have to have 6 months of time before your passport expires. So as long as you have those things, you should be okay. Let's see. Is that the same question? Okay, let me see. I'm going through. Nichelle, me and you have been chasing each other. Angkor Wat is in Cambodia, gorgeous. But I don't have to go back. There's a heaviness there. There's a heaviness there that I didn't enjoy. Okay, I'm catching up. Are you going to update the ebook? Don't forget to tell everyone that you have an ebook. Yes, I am. And let me say this. It has been worked on. So and I need to mail that out to you, Global Granny. I'm glad you said that. because it has been updated, but I haven't added the most recent countries. It still has 4 countries. So I've got to do that. But it's gotten she looks good. She looks better than the first version of it. And thank you all to everybody who bought the um, first beta of my travel guide, because I just tried to list out the places I had been, things to see, some phrases, some helpful things. And so, yes, I need to sit my little self down this month and really start to add those other countries in. Mindset is key. Yep. If you want to get something done, you need to change your mindset first. Bottom line. Is this your first trip to China? Yes, this will be my first time to China. And this one, y'all, I'm gonna do it differently. Y'all know, for the most part, I plan all my travel. I do the airfare, accommodations. I like that. Um, it can be stressful, because you get weary. It's called decision weary. You're making all the decisions. It can be a lot. But this time I'm going to go on a tour. I think I want to do not Japan, I want to do China as a tour. So I looked into Gate One. I don't know. I've never used a travel group or travel tour group before. I think I'm going to use a travel tour group this time. And I saw it. It was 14 days. I think the max was 14 days, and it was under $4,000. And that was with everything, with air and everything. I think I'm going to handle my own air fare because I'm so close. They were pricing airfares from the US. I don't need that. I can get $100 flight, 200 tops from here to China. So I am going to do China because I want to see the Great Wall of China. I want to see, I think one is the Forbidden City. And then, of course, you want to see the panda bears. So I want to do all of that stuff. So I think this one I don't want to plan that one. I want to go, the tour group look fun too. So I'm going to try that. I'm not a fan of those pre-canned things, but we're going to try it. Here's Libria's information. So who was that was asking about remote work? Please check out Libria Jones. She would be your best bet. She's an expert in the field. That's not what I do. Yes, bugs are everywhere. They're everywhere, y'all. It is what it is. But I will say this, because you're not in the tropics, and who said it? Global Granny said it. In San Miguel, that wasn't an issue because it's so dry and arid and hot. It's a whole different kind of thing. Here, it's still not the same. This feels like Chicago in terms of bugs that you see. You'll see ants, but that's outside. The bugs are not inside. That's what works for me. The bugs are not inside. And nobody's living and expecting to be living with the bugs. In Bali, baby, you just live with the bugs. You're not even trying to, that's a part of the life. Michelle says, I think the difference in Mexico and Thailand is Mexico allows foreigners to stay longer and buy property. Foreigners also have to have a Thai partner to own a business, hence the colonizers lose out. I was just watching you all in one of those Facebook groups. They say that you can buy a condo. I'm no expert. Y'all, I can only tell y'all what I know. So check it out. I think you can buy a condo though. And I don't know the stipulations for buying a condo. Greta, you could definitely be here. Yeah, you got to get over the bug thing, y'all. It just is what it is. Thailand's healthcare is a huge attraction at 50 plus. First of all, I would suggest that everybody have travel insurance minimally. I use Safety Wings. Safety Wings has 2 products that I know of. One is travel insurance that you can keep in force for the length of your time that you're away. And they also have more traditional kind of plan where you can get a plan that pays for doctor's visits, that kind, like healthcare. Since I don't have a pre-existing condition, God, thank you, Jesus, knock on wood, I don't have any healthcare concerns. I'm not on any kind of medications, any of that. I use Safety Wings travel insurance that if I have to be evacuated, if anything happens, I have to go to the hospital, any of those things, everything is covered. All that stuff is covered. I had to go to the doctor, but my bill was so low, I didn't even meet the deductible. So y'all know I'm still trying to meet my Safety Wings deductible, which is I think $250. I haven't even met the $250 deductible. The only thing is though, I paid for my glasses out of pocket. I told y'all I bought glasses here and I bought them in Malaysia. My glasses here were expensive. I don't know. I think I might have got the shaft on that one. I think that one I didn't do any due diligence. I just went in and I paid like $150. Are these the glasses? Yeah, I paid $150 plus the visit, whatever, everything. Then when I went to Malaysia, I got a second set of glasses and 6 months of contact lenses. Y'all, with the exam and everything, y'all know I'm not good with exact prices, but it was under $200. It was way less. It was way less to get my glasses in Malaysia. And so you all, that's another benefit for being in the region. You can buy your glasses in Vietnam. You can buy your wherever the price is right. You can buy your things there. I told y'all about the dresses and stuff I got made in Vietnam. I can't wait to get back to Vietnam. I appreciate your answer. I've never thought too much about working for myself. I'm 27 and I went to college, but now I just lost with what I want. But I've always had the desire to become an expat. You think about being your own boss. I'm telling you, it is so liberating. It is so liberating. And if you don't like it, do something else. You are young. You have youth on your side. I'm encouraging all young people, please don't do what I did. I did exactly what they told me to do. I followed the American prescription and dream. And I'm not saying it don't work, y'all. I worked at the same job, the same career for almost 30 years. I bought a house. I stayed in that house 25 years. I had the 2 kids, the dog, the 2 husbands, the 2 vans. It worked. But what I paid for that life, what I paid in terms of my mental health, I say this all the time, I got out just in time. I got out just in time because if you don't dismount from that system, you'll pay. You'll pay with your mental health, your physical health. I know teachers who paid dearly, and when they retired, they didn't live 2 years. Honest to God, I'm not making this up. I know 2 or 3 people whose health was so bad, they didn't even get a chance to enjoy any of the retirement money that they had worked so hard for. That does not have to be you. This is a whole new day and a whole new age. I'm encouraging every young person, please be your own boss. Be your own boss. It can be done. Find what you're good at. Monetize that thing. Nobody should be making more money off of your labor than you. That's all I got to say about that one. Check with some online teaching options. Yep, you can do all of those things. That's my sister out there. Hello, book your consultation. Y'all need to come on in here and book for real. If you're here, please don't forget, like the channel, subscribe, share. Y'all know I am doing my best to give you as much insight and information as possible. I can't give it all to you like in this live, but I can lead you to where you can find it for yourself. Now, if you want some hand holding, like my friend, I'm working with Brendetta. Brendetta, we booked her flight together. I was able to kind of help her see a couple options because this could be you. You all, did you know that there are some countries that if you're coming far, you can get like a little mini free vacation in there. It's not free, but you can get a layover for 2 to 4 days. And while you're in that country or that city, you can totally make that a little pit stop, like in Doha. I stayed over 2.5, not quite 3 days in Doha. I was able to come out of the airport. I did, y'all know my thing. I did self-care. I booked a beautiful hotel and go back and watch the video. I stayed and had the most wonderful massage, the meals, the rooftop. I did hookah. It was lovely. It was love. That's one way you could break up your travel time where you get to visit another country in between coming from the States. I stayed in Doha, got to, tour around Qatar. I didn't do as much as I wanted to because I was tired. And then I continued my journey. Or you could do the way I did this last time. I flew straight here. I had two connecting flights. And when I tell y'all, each one of my layovers was less than 2 hours, I was not playing any games. I was ready to get home. Somebody says, do you have a Safety Wings affiliate link? Nope, but I shouldn't I? I like Safety Wings, y'all. It was easy. It was so easy to sign up for them. I was in and out, no time flat. It says, love China, felt like a celebrity, a little dusty, but I will look forward to your take. Okay, I can't wait to get there. Somebody says, please book with Sandra. Oh, that's my sister. She is awesome. She's actually worth more than she charges. Well, you all know my thing. I want you to have an easier time. That's the real driving force behind it, is because I know what it was like. I talk about decision fatigue, trying to know, like, is this the right flight? Am I doing the right thing? Is this the best route? Is this the best airline? All of that uncertainty will wear you out. And if you can have somebody that says, no, girl, don't take that seat. I took that seat before. Don't fly this airline, because I will tell y'all this. I flew Starlux. Starlux flies from Asia back to the States. It's a new luxury. I wouldn't do it again. Great plane, great concept, low cost luxury, but it was tight. It was the tightest little flight I ever took. I don't know. I get it. The food was great. They had real silverware. I get it. It was an elevated experience, but one leg of that flight, it was so tight. It was just not worth it. It wasn't worth it. And so there are airlines that I like, that I've flown, that do a better job than others. And so that's what, if you book with me, what you're paying for is all that expertise, that insight, so that you can avoid some of these things. Should you take the quickest flight? Should you take a flight that allows you to have a little built-in vacation? I can talk to you about those things and places that I've seen. So that's what it's about. It's about me making sure that you have a great experience with as little, friction as possible. I found out that I can transfer points from my credit cards to airline partners. Girl, I'm accumulating points to do that. Yep. And I'll say this too, and we can wrap up. Make sure that you sign up for every airline. If you fly, I don't care if you fly them once, sign up so that you accumulate those points, because you don't know, you may fly them again. Once you're here, I fly a lot with Air Asia. Air Asia is not a luxury line. It's a budget. I don't know if it's Spirit budget, but it's budget. It might be Southwest budget, but you will be able to book those flights. And I'm talking about like up to the minute. I didn't always plan 2 months, 3 months in advance. I might 2 weeks out say, okay, I'm headed to Malaysia. You can get you a $69 flight, a $79 flight, a $99 flight. Yeah. So what's the hotel? Which one? The one in Doha? Greta, I need to know what hotel you're talking about, because Lord knows, child, I've been to a bunch of them. But in Doha, oh my God, I wish I could remember the name of that hotel. If you email me, if you're talking about the one in Doha, I can find out for you. I booked it through booking.com. So reasonably priced. So Doha is very reasonably priced. Greta, I have to look it up. I'm trying to think, if you go back and look at that video, there's a video that I did, because I stayed at the hotel. Oh, shucks. I'm not sure. Greta, send me an email, and as soon as I find it, I will send you the hotel. Hold on one second. Let me look at my booking thing real quick. If you got a second, I can tell you. When I tell you the food was off the chain, the spa, I had it basically to myself. I'm telling you, it was like maybe 5 or 10 people in that hotel. Okay, hold on. Let me look and see. Bookings past. Hold on, sister. I'm going to tell you as soon as it comes up. Will this live be saved? Yes, of course. You can always catch the replay. Okay, so let's go back. Philippines. Malaysia, Da Nang, Hanoi. Tell me you're a traveler without telling me you're a traveler. Ubud. Oh, here it is. Indonesia and Qatar. Oh, ooh, I got it. It's Greta. Are you ready? It's Shaza Doha. I'm gonna put it right here in the chat. ShazaDoha. This is the hotel in Doha in Qatar. Beautiful. I stayed there for two or three nights. But Doha is one, in that airport, when I tell you that airport is gorgeous. Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's see. Will this live be saved? Yep, you can get to this live anytime you want. I still have Korean Air points. They are connected with Delta. See, look at that. I think Korean Air is connected to One World, whichever one has Delta. Y'all always sign up for them. You were on the hotel roof. Oh my God. D. That's what y'all saw. The thing y'all didn't see was that spa. Lord help me, Jesus. Y'all know I've done spas, right? And one of the best ones I've ever been to, I'm just gonna give you this one for free. Moon Palace in Mexico, right outside of Cancun. Child, world class, unstoppable. But that one that I went to in Doha, it was on the same level, but it was smaller, intimate. It was like a hammam. It was like all of that stuff together. Oh my God. The quality of the tea, it was special. Girl, stay at that hotel. Stay at that hotel. The restaurant, the food, the care. It was incredible. It was incredible. And when I tell you, I know I did not pay $100 a night for that hotel. I did not. My meals, I'm talking about, it was great. It was great. Have you found your favorite Thai massage place yet? Yes, but I go back and forth. I'm gonna say this about any massage in Bali or Thailand. You get what you pay for, especially in Bali. Let me start there. I know you didn't ask this, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. It could be some shady little spots. When I go to Bali, y'all, I ask to see the place first. I'm just gonna call it what it is. I just have to tell y'all the truth because it's the truth, and I don't want you stumbling onto nothing. Y'all, everybody does not change out those linens. I hope they change out the towels. I don't know. I saw some questionable practices when I was in Bali. I'm just gonna call it what it is. All those massages are under $20. And so you have to be careful. It is quite okay. Because here's what I found. The front will be gorgeous. The office part, and then you'll be back in somebody's hut back behind the bin. I learned my lesson. I want to see where you're taking me. I want to see the room first. In Thailand, that isn't so much of a concern, but you still can I'm funny. I'm so funny. I'm funny. Please make sure these are all clean sheets. Please make sure everything that comes in contact with my body has only been in contact with my body. So yes, I have found a couple of places, and it's the last one I went to where the guy was so nice to me. It's in Nimin. If you come in and you want to know, hit me up. I'll tell you where it is, because yeah, you can find some sketchy places. And by sketch, I saw it everywhere. I saw sketchy ones in Vietnam. I saw sketchy in Bali. I saw sketchy here in Thailand. And for me, sketchy is hygiene and sanitation. Please don't reuse, that's all I'm gonna say about that. So ask. When I go in, before I pay, I want to see everything. I want to see the room you're gonna massage me in. I want to see everything. What are you using? Where are the towels? I want to see it all. Is there a way you can move to Thailand on a visa sponsorship work? You know what, being Caroline, that is a question that I would put to Thai immigration, because when I tell you there are 8 or 9 different visa types. You can get a work visa, student visa. You can do, now they've got this digital nomad visa. Um, what else? There are tons of them. Retirement visa. There's an elite visa where you can stay, and some of them are expensive. But I think this DTV, this latest digital nomad visa, will cover a lot of people and is reasonably priced. The work, there is one that if you have a company that hires you here in Thailand, they can sponsor you. That's a whole different thing. So I'm going to say this, just like I don't give financial advice, girl, I don't be advising nobody about no immigration laws. Here's what I can tell you though. The website is in there. And if you can visit, I would go straight directly to immigration and ask those questions. I wouldn't rely on anybody unless, maybe a paid immigration specialist, maybe, but anybody, I would go straight to the source. I thought you said that the wellness spa in Vietnam was bad. Holy smokes. I forgot about that one. But D, that wasn't a spa. That was a whole retreat. That was Tia wellness. Girl, no, that's different. Let me tell y'all something. Moon Palace in Mexico is a part of an all-inclusive resort. So you've got the big old, it's so big. I never saw a resort that big in my life. I never saw that many rooms. I never saw that many. It's a mega. Moon Palace is a mega structure. It's 35 buildings, 25 restaurants, and that spa is insane. The one in Doha is inside the hotel. You wouldn't expect it to be as nice as it is, but when I tell you it's nice, it's nice. Now, Tia in Vietnam, that whole, their whole complex, first of all, it's small. It can't have 100 rooms. I'm sure it doesn't. It is private. It is top tier. It's a whole different experience because everything that they do is about wellness. Everything, if you go to Tia, it's in Da Nang, and I suggest that you do. It was about $400 a night, somewhere in there. Worth every doggone penny I spent. Jesus, keep me near the cross. D, no, this is not, it's not a spa. Their whole theme is wellness. From the room, the pillows, the aromatherapy, there is an art class every day, there's yoga. Their whole thing, Tia Wellness, their whole thing is centered around wellness. It's not just it's not a resort that happens to do wellness or happen to have a spa, because that's Moon Palace. Moon Palace is a big old resort, all-inclusive resort that happens to have an awesome spa. That hotel in Doha is a great hotel that happens to have a wonderful spa. Tia is a whole different beast. Tia is wellness personified, from the meals that they prepare. It's insane. That place is insane. I would go back there. That's a whole different, it is a wellness experience from start to finish. Okay, let's see. I believe the place I went to in Bangkok was called Healthland. It's a chain. Yeah. Y'all be careful out here in these spa streets. Be careful. Someday became today, 55-year-old visa. There is a retirement visa. Y'all, I'm telling you, there's every kind of visa you could possibly want. I've never seen so many choices. Let me see. I had a, I'm trying to think. If y'all got a minute, I might be able to pull it up. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find it. If I can find the notes from the previous It'll take me too long. Go back to the previous video, the one before this one where we talked about Mexico versus Thailand, and you'll see it. Somewhere in that video is a, like an infographic, and it goes through, I want to say 8 or 9 different visa types. But yes, there is an elite visa, there's a retirement visa. They got everything. Heartland was clean and amazing when I went. I hope it's still the same. I went to the one. See, I don't know. I've never been to that one. Here you go. Thank you, Marilyn. This is the DTV visa. This is the newest one. And I want to say it just came online definitely this year. This is the new digital nomad visa. So don't let anybody, try to trick you. Y'all, they have something. If you want to be in Thailand, they have a visa for you. And this DTV is the latest one. I know that it is good for 180 days. It's 10,000 baht. You can renew it for another 180 days, making your stay just under a year. And I'm not sure of the renewal price. I'm not sure about that. So check that out. Oh, Marilyn is my sister, y'all. Look. Tia Wellness and Da Nang, baby, next level. Next level. I'm trying to think, would I make it the best? I don't know. It's right up there. At what they do, they're the best at what they do. I've stayed in some beautiful villas. I've stayed and been to beautiful spas, but that's not this. When I tell you that Tia's whole concept is the moment you set foot on the ground, they are concerned with your everything. Man, that was good. That was good. When I think about that was great. That was great. Looking at this link, it shows that you have to have 50,000 baht, which is 13,000. Yeah, I wonder if you have to show it all at once or that you made that for the year. I'm not sure. And I'm gonna be honest with you. When I tell you that is new, it's the newest. I want to say, don't quote me, y'all, but I want to say that thing just came out in the last couple of months. So do your due diligence, go to that website or go to one of those Facebook groups. Let me show you, which one do I think I would go to? I would go here. Let me share this. Oh, tight. I'll show you. This is the one that I trust the most if I had to pick one. Let's see, is it this one? Yeah. Can you guys see this? And then we've been here 2 hours. I'm gonna have to call it because I know some of y'all, somebody needs to sleep. Okay. So this is the one. You see Thai Visa Advice. This is a Facebook group. This is the one where I got the most reliable information. I'm not sure who the admin is on this, but they were friendly. I still would be careful in any of them, but yeah, that would be where I would start at least asking the question. And then again, use the search feature to put your question in because they do get testy about you asking a question that's already been answered. And then from there, I would go to the Thai website itself and ask, or if you can, just come visit. And while you're here, go to immigration. I appreciate, I've been to immigration at least 3 times, and they have always been helpful and friendly, answered all my questions. It didn't take all day. It didn't cost anything. So I would definitely do that one. Okay, Tia. Yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing that, y'all. Yes, that is the video that I did. I think it might be a short, but at any rate, so that's it. Y'all, who is Thailand for? Thailand is for the young. Thailand is for entrepreneurs. Thailand is for creatives, folks interested in health and wellness. Who else? Oh, cultural travelers. If you like history and culture, if you're a culinary, if you're into food, all kinds of international foods, and Thai food is absolutely delicious. Any of those people, I think, would find Thailand to be a wonderful place to visit. If you're looking to bop around Asia, and I suggest you do, that's what I came for. My time, I always knew, I'll be honest with you, I knew this was not my place to retire. One, for the three reasons I listed. The upside down schedule is very far away. And it doesn't work with me trying to do what I'm trying to do. So I knew my time would have an end. But what I was able to do while I was here, I would have never been able to do that from someplace else, fly to Vietnam, go back and forth. Being able to drop my suitcases here and go spend an entire month in another country, spend 2 months. I spent a total of 3 months in Bali. You can't, it was life changing. And so if you're interested in doing any of that stuff, let me help you plan. Let me help save you. Let me give you all of the contacts. And it is even easier. You can download the guide, but it's nothing like you being able to ask me questions and me being able to just tell you, yes, use this person, stay here, do that. Yeah. I would have appreciated the hand holding myself. Yep, that's the Facebook group. This was amazing. Thailand is for me. Global Granny, you would love Thailand. I can't think of anybody who's ever come and said they hate Thailand. The only thing is the heat and when you come. Do not come when it's super, super hot. And I want to say it's super, super hot. Right before I left was it like March, April? It was hot. I'm talking about 100+ degree days strung together. It was rough. It just came out the other day. Immigration was swift. Yes. They even put me on their webpage. It's for us. The food is ridiculously tasty. Yes. When I tell y'all this new visa type is very new. So that's why I said, don't be listening to nobody in no chat, y'all. And definitely don't let no Caucasian colonizer try to detract you and tell you what you can and you cannot do. These people are so friendly. Nobody has ever made me feel like a criminal or made me feel like I needed to be afraid or ducking or not sure if this wasn't for me. I have had nothing but positive experiences, because if I didn't, I would have told y'all by now. I would have told you. If you're thinking about coming this way, you don't have to do it alone. I'm here to help. Thank you for your time. You are more than welcome. Somebody said, will the info in the chat be available in the replay? Yes, always. And most of these websites are in the description box. So every tab that we went through, all the Facebook groups, all the websites, immigration, all of that is in the description of the video. And yes, you have access to the chat once you watch this in the replay. And y'all go through the chat. Because when I tell you that the chat is where it's going down, there's so much information in there. There are people that are knowledgeable in the chat who've been here before. They've got input. Roll through the chat. Also, if you're here and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? What you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button. It's free and it helps a content creator like me stay in the game. Because as my content gets pushed out, as the subscriber count grows, you all, I'm telling y'all, if you're interested in doing YouTube, it is worth doing. That first year, it can be challenging, but once you start to get some momentum, it just kind of takes on a life of its own. And so when it's positive for me, when the algorithm can see that, oh, folks are actually listening and subscribing and sharing and doing all those things, it helps more people get attracted. It puts me out there in the algorithm. It just helps the channel grow that much faster. It allows me to reach that many more sisters to share the love. It means that many more sisters are in the chat who are sharing their expertise. We all win. We all win when we expand. And so thank you for hanging with me today again. I appreciate you all. It is a joy for me. I promise you, I so look forward to doing the live. It's not just to give you all the information, but it's a part of my social. Somebody was asking me, what's your social life like? A lot of my introverted social life, I spend online talking to my sisters. I don't have subscribers. I have friends and family. And so I get to spend that time with you all, and it does my heart good. So yes, create a playlist. Okay. Yeah, y'all create a playlist. This was amazing. I'm so glad. Oh, there's my grandbaby. Hey, love. Oh, Who is that? S. Taylor. I'm so glad you enjoyed. I hope you all found something of value here. We will do it again. My next live is coming up next Sunday. I'm going to do a Money After Dark, 10 financial essentials every Black woman needs to know and have in her life. I'll have two guests that are joining me, Tamika. I can't remember Tamika's last name. And then Allison. You've seen them both here on Money After Dark before. They're both money mavens. They know their stuff, financial educators. They are both financial literacy educators. And so they're going to give us 10 essentials that every Black woman needs to know to get up on her money game. So y'all tune in next Sunday, same time, same channel, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll do it again. If you have any, oh, my sister, I love her. Y'all need to see. Thank you, sis, for jarring my memory. Y'all need to get over there to Yvette's channel. Yvette Boone creates, the girl can do anything. When I tell you my sister can do anything, not only is she the plant whisperer, she is, in her own estimation, she does recreational crafting. She's a hobbyist and a reformed coder, I want to say. So y'all get over and support her channel. Let's talk about it with Mara, my dear, my love. I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to hear some honest talk, get over there. Mara's transparent as they come. We had D from H&D Abroad in the chat tonight. Winsome stopped by from Big Up Yourself. It's so many. Y'all go back through. I'm just going to scroll through, shout everybody. Oh, we had Natural Ally D. That's my sister. She has a beautiful YouTube channel about health, wealth, and wholeness, health and wholeness. And if I missed anybody else in the chat, you all know what to do. Charge it to my head and not my heart, because here we are all things love and support for sisters. So no need to ever apologize. Love means you never have to apologize. Greta, yes, you got new friends. I'm so happy to hear that. All right, y'all. Bye, Brendetta. That's my sister. Good night. I will see you all next Sunday. All right, folks. Bye-bye. Bye for now. Ciao for now.